Throughout pretty much my entire teenage life, I was a very negative person. I was a very unhappy person because my mind would automatically focus on the mistakes that I made or the things that I didn't have in life. Rather than looking for the positives or the times where I did something good in life, my brain would only focus on the negatives. Pretty much the only time I had a smile on my face was when I was playing some video games, watching some Netflix, eating some sugary snack. That was literally the only time I was somewhat happy. And that's just the shortcut to happiness. That's not true happiness. That's instant pleasure. Pleasure is not the same as happiness. I can seriously say that this is the happiest and most mentally healthy that I've ever been in my entire life. So how did I do it? How did I go from needing instant pleasure, instant gratification to need to be even a little bit happy to being able to delay my gratification and still enjoy every single day, every single moment? One word: gratitude. You may be thinking, bro, I've heard this a million times. I've tried this out. It doesn't work for me. I'll just go back to playing video games. That's what makes me happiest. If you are genuinely thinking that way, please just click off this video. Go get your stimulation from another video. Go get your feeling of hard work, of doing something productive in another video, because this type of content's not for you. Please don't make the mistake of thinking that instant pleasure and instant gratification will make you happy. These are like the shortcut to happiness. They make you feel good in the moment while you're doing these things, but then once you're not doing them, you feel like shit. You need more things to stimulate you, and then these things just ruin your mental health. They make you feel like shit. Why did I eat that cheeseburger? Now I have to work extra hard tomorrow. Why did I scroll on my phone? I just wasted all this time. Why did I play this video games? My dopamine is fucked. My mental health is fucked. These things destroy our happiness, so don't be like me and put in the fucking work. So what is gratitude? Gratitude is literally happiness. Like, when you show gratitude, you can only feel happy. Yes, happiness comes and goes. It's an emotion. It's not here forever. But when you are grateful, you have no choice but to feel amazing, to feel happy. Gratitude is when you stop for a second and you appreciate the things that you have in life, when you appreciate something. For a very, very long time, I was extremely ungrateful. It was the default setting to look for the things that I didn't have in life rather than the opposite, rather than looking for the things that I did have in life. So how did I solve this issue? Well, I had to practice. Gratitude is a skill, and like any other skill, you need to practice this daily, consistently, to see any lasting change. Let's say you have a fucking level 1 Pikachu. He's gonna be a weak ass motherfucker, right? He only knows 2 moves. He can't destroy anyone. Maybe another level 1 shitty Pokemon. But unless you train him, unless you practice with him, he's not gonna grow. He's not gonna evolve. He's not gonna get any better. He's not gonna get good enough to beat that fucking gym leader. Gratitude is basically like the same way. You practice this, you gain XP, in that happiness, that positivity level. You literally level up. The more you practice this, the quicker it'll become the default setting to look for the positives and the joys in life, making you happier overall. You will no longer be looking for what you don't have in life because you filled your mind with thoughts of gratitude. Now looking for the things that you do have in life. You'll now just randomly show gratitude for yourself, for your family, for your pets, for desks, for fucking anything. It'll just be random. Your mind will look for these things throughout the day and you'll feel good instantly, randomly. It's amazing. So as I said, as you probably already know, gratitude makes you feel amazing. It makes you feel happy. So we want to practice this daily to make this the default setting in our mind. So how can we do this? We can gratitude journal. Grab a physical notebook, don't just type it up, and write down as many things as you'd like that you are genuinely grateful for. I used to make a list, and this was not effective at all. It was somewhat effective, but not as effective as it could be, and I'll give you some additional tips in a second. But I literally would just write down, like, I'm grateful for my chair, my desk, my camera, and then I wouldn't get into that deep visualization, that deep gratitude feeling of why I'm actually grateful for those things. I would just write it like it was a fucking chore. Oh, I'm done with gratitude for the day. Wrote down 5 things, 10 things. I'm grateful. I'm happy. But I wasn't really changing much. Now I write out why I'm grateful for these things. So I'll say, I'm grateful for this camera because I get to share this information. I get to fulfill my purpose. I get to help others. Not everyone has this camera. Not everyone has this nice of a camera. Not everyone has the ability to record themselves on a camera. When you write this down, you feel so good. And when you write down sentence after sentence about one thing that you're grateful for me, the camera, you just feel so good. You write down an entire fucking paragraph on a camera that you took for granted every single other day of your fucking life. It also makes you just sit in that amazing feeling for a lot longer. You write out why you're actually grateful for that thing, and throughout the day you'll do the exact same thing, looking for things that you're grateful for and why you're grateful for that thing. Actually, I'll give you one example. Earlier today, I was walking up the stairs. I nearly tripped, and it was because I had my shoes on, and I was just thinking, like, you know what? Thank you for these shoes. Thank you that I didn't trip. Thank you for this balance. Thank you for my strong legs that carried me up these stairs. All these things, they just popped into my head naturally, when in the past I would have been like, fuck, why did I almost trip? I'm pissed. Now I'm angry throughout the day. Like, that's the type of person that I was, and now I'm the type of person that just automatically looks for the positives. Don't you want this? The more you show gratitude, the happier you will become. The more you will have these random fucking spouts of energy, of gratitude, of happiness throughout the day. And I know you want these things. I know you didn't just click on this video just to get your fucking instant pleasure for the day. That feeling of being productive when you're not doing fucking jack shit. These types of videos, these self-help, self-improvement type of videos, they're not very life-changing unless you actually do something. What's the point of all this knowledge if you don't actually apply it? What's the point of watching video after video after video, feeling productive, when you're not actually putting in the work? I was gonna tell you guys, start making this a habit and doing this every fucking morning, which I'm gonna still tell you that you should do this every fucking morning, but do this right now. I know that if you watched the video this far, you didn't just watch it for some instant pleasure, some instant gratification, some dopamine to feel productive. You watch this to make an actual change in your life. If this is true, don't get your happiness from another video. Don't click on my next video. Don't click here and watch a related video of mine. Get the fuck off this app and go put in the work.